Shooting on film is a kind of granola thing to do these days. If you don't know what granola means, don't worry. Neither did I. Turns out, if you own a tote bag, shoot on Portra 400, and go on long walks through a forest with a CONTAX T2, you might qualify as granola. See, I didn't know what granola was until someone called me it. I found it quite funny when I googled it. I guess, when you shoot exclusively on film for a year, sip endless cups of coffee and wander picking wildflowers, people are gonna talk. But honestly, I kind of love it. I mean, this plastic bag full of expired film probably does prove the fact that I qualify as granola. If I were to walk in a shop and the shop owner were to say, oh, this film's a new film that we've got where everything comes out pink, I'd be like, oh, I'm not really wanting to shoot pink. But give me a film from 2003 and say, well, you can shoot on it, but you're not going to know what's going to come out. I'll go and shoot on it anyway. It just so happened that film, everything did come out and it was all pink. I knew that I was going to push this film, so I pushed it 2 stops because it was around 20 years old, and then I actually just flashed everything. I knew that I was going to have like a really high key sort of like middle of summer energy, but I had no idea. I had no idea it was all going to turn out pink. But that's the thing with this practice, is like I'm not chasing the effects. I think I'm just chasing the mystery of wanting to go out, shoot on something that I don't necessarily know how it's going to behave and what images are going to be produced, and then be rewarded with finding out what the mystery lies, you know, like finding out what the film has got in store for me. So yeah, rewinding a little bit. Last autumn, I took a trip to Berlin. The idea was to make my way from Berlin to Italy. In all honesty, it turned out to be just a huge excuse to shoot way more film than I had ever shot during that year. One afternoon, I even got the opportunity shooting with my friend who's a model, Ina, and we got some really beautiful stuff. We were just chasing the light, sort of treating Berlin as our playground. There was no time to overanalyze anything in that shoot. There was no pressure, and we were both just leaning into that like raw inner child creativity. I would encourage anyone to run around a city and treat a city like a playground, because you can get up to all sorts. Especially if you're able to work with someone and you have a good relationship, you could get some really fun shots. It goes without saying that I thoroughly enjoyed that day. And I think there's a few standout photos from that shoot. By the time I hit Milan, it was time to shoot on some more expired film. I had this 1996 Fuji roll in the bottom of my bag. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to just capture what I could capture around the city. Streets, strangers and shadows is what I went for. The film was interesting. It gave off this sort of like faded look, so I guess it was really starting to show its age. But I enjoyed the sort of nostalgic look that the muddy fadedness gave off. Especially the shot I got of these like women on a bench. I think that was like one of my favourite shots I got. And that's the beauty of film, is like you get magic or you get mud. Like you don't know how film's going to behave. Even brand new stocks could have imperfections. You could underexpose and you could ruin film very easily. And when you lean into the sort of expired film realm, everything's completely a mystery. I think that's the beauty and magic I fall in love with shooting on film is you sort of like click and then you forget, and then this mystery of what you've shot has revealed itself, and then you get to go through those images and you're able to remember those parts of the shoot and those images that you've sort of created. But it's the excitement, and that's truly why I enjoy shooting an expired film. There's a big contrast there between like a fresh new stock, sort of knowing what you're going to get, but obviously with that film character versus older expired stock where you could get something completely muddy or you could get something absolutely trippy, like all that pink stuff I shot in my garden. It's epic. So yeah, maybe shooting on film is a granola thing to do, and maybe this trip was even more of a granola thing to do. But you know what? Like, if I'm gonna get called granola, I'm up for it, because it's been an insane year. I've been able to capture some beautiful shots, and I'm really grateful. I'm also really grateful for you watching this video, and if you want to watch other videos like it, just click here. In the meantime, I will love you and leave you. Thanks for watching. Okay, peace. Bye.